everyone to a new video here on the channel where we are today. Well, I am today showcasing all my event dragons that I have, which is basically every single dragon, every event dragon in the game. So let's begin with one that I think not many gives two F's about, too much thinking about. The Paukiki, I think, is very forgettable because it's one of the two first ones. So mine looks like this, and mine has the stats of poor, and okay. So it's not the strongest, but that's because it's not even high level. But its bonus attack, which if I was to have fun with it, it'd be really good. So this is Pumpkin. Oh, and it's not even that big, to be honest. It's actually kind of small compared to the next one we're taking a look at, which is this bad boy right here, the Skeletor. He's also one of the two first ones. He's number 1. Pumpkin is number 2. The Pumpkin got added like 2 days after, and so this is what my Skeletor looks like. I do have another one, and this one, unlike Pumpkin, is breedable. So this one is not breedable. This one is breedable, and the Pumpkin, I believe, is not breedable. If we take a look at the Pumpkin real quick. Oh wait, yeah, they both are breedable. I thought they were not breedable for some reason then. Alright. They're both breedable. Mine looks like this, and mine's stats are actually pretty okay. 579 attack, I'll take that. Great at speed, he's okay on health, and he's okay on defense, which to me is good. So there's not much more to show off on him, other than that he is a fire element, which I think is pretty awesome. Here is some fire on the boys. Right, to the next dragon. Next dragon is a Fae. So this was a Valentine's event dragon, I believe. And then we have Tuskner as winter. Now I'm not taking them in order because I'm coming from the ones I find in my inventory. So this is the Fae that I have. I have 2 of it. I'll show you what my other one is like. I believe you've seen it already. It's a baby, 3 years old. I haven't actually touched it. I kind of don't want to. So I have 2 Faes. So this one is the one that's grown. I did have more, but I did sell them. Or I had some. I sold them when the event was out, and stuff happened with, you know. So how's my Fae stats? Well, if we take a look, it's pretty decent. It's great at speed, which is very good. It's poor at health, but it still has decent health. It's poor at 5, but it's poor on attack, but it has an alright attack. And defense is 0 on everyone, I guess. I don't know why, but it is what it is. And it's a grass type, and grass types are great. So if we now go to our next dragon, which is a Skyrex. I have 2 of them. This is one of the Easter ones. I will show the Tuskner in a moment, but this is my Skyrex. This is the one I got from the completing the event, and then I have another one that I got from Hatch and Egg. So I do have Skyrexes, and pretty nice. This is also a very forgettable dragon because I suppose not many really think about it. It's pretty nice. I like it though. I like the horn in the middle. It's like really cool. I don't even know if mine has any mutations. I don't think it does. Yeah, it does. It's gotta be the horn, because if you look at this one, it doesn't have one. So yeah, that's interesting. And Skyrexes aren't breedable, so that's another thing to think about. And I have a few dragons. As you can tell, I've lost a bunch of dragons, but I have what I have, and this is the Skyrex. Pretty cool, pretty good. We haven't checked the stats. Poor and attack is 130. Pretty decent. Speed 29. Now, do mind all these vary on depending on your own and how you do them, but for me it's this. So 2024 on health, defense is 13, and it's pretty okay. I think it's pretty okay. And then we're now moving on to the Tuskeneer, who's just a juvenile. Funny enough, I thought he was actually older, but he's not fully grown. He's got some ways to go. My Tuskeneer is a bad way. Is that my only Tuskeneer? I think it's my only Tuskeneer. Fair enough. Okay, but my Tuskeneer is pretty cool. So, though it's a juvenile, at its current state, it's... wow, that's very slow. 4 at speed, 500 health, 30 at attack, and 3 in defense. These bad boys are actually pretty worthy. People like to sell and trade for them. Personally, the way I got mine is... this is not mine. My girlfriend gave it to me. I sold mine to get my buddy, which I will show in a second, which you've seen already, obviously, as well. But I think let's show that as well. So far, that is interesting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put our bunny on, equip him, and we're gonna keep him on to grow, and we're gonna take a look at the bunny. So my bunny's current or final stats at level 20 is 196 attack, 41 speed, 4,365 health, and 27 defense. So it's good. I like it. It's my favorite dragon. I fly it a lot, and fair enough, right? It's really good. It's a species. What's the element? Do they not have elements in this? Oh yeah, there is. It's a Sakura element. Pretty nice element. Just unequip you for a second. We never looked at this guy's element. It's ice. Wow. Let's see what the flames are like. When you let me. Oh yeah, I like the flames on this one. You see, the Tuskeneer is pretty cool. I can ride it now. Let's see, did it change his... did anything change when he grew? Not really, though. Defense went up, but that's about it. So, did you miss out on a lot not having these dragons? Let me answer that question. Not really. You don't. The dragons are just dragons. There is nothing special about them. Other than that people are selling them for ridiculous pricing, but other than that, there's nothing special about them. They're just like every other dragon. If you were in the events, you were there, you'd get them most likely, except for with the bunny. That was a screw job, of course. But with the rest of the ones, at least you'd have if you were at the event, and therefore they're actually the main reason why they're cheap and not expensive. Like, face go for around 2 mil, and I believe tusks go around 4 to 10 mil, depending on mutations and so. So I'd say phase 2 to 4, depending on the same thing again, mutations, no mutations, color, and all that stuff. So that adds to the price, and orangas are expensive. But I managed to get a second one, and that was... you probably say, second one? But you showed us, we only see one in your inventory. I gave my second one to my girlfriend because she really wanted one, and I managed to get one when Prehistoric came out, and the Chronicus was really, really sought for. Okay, so what this person wanted was he wanted enough stuff to just unlock Prehistoric, and I thought, well, I'm there already, and I have what you can get from there, So I'm pretty sure he'd like that instead. So what I did was I gave them an egg. So I gave them a prehistoric egg, a Chronicus, and 2 Rydax for the Oranga, which they didn't want for some reason. They said it was unwanted Oranga, so I thought, well, I can give it a better home. So I did. Surprisingly, that trade worked. I thought that was going to be a bad trade or something, but it wasn't. It was... Oh, not to mention, the Chronicus had 1 out of 5 mutations, so I suppose in a way the Chronicus is worth a little bit more there, just because it wasn't 1 out of 5. So it was nice. The person is a really good person. The trade and all that went super smooth, and it was just great offer. Both sides walked out happy of it, and that was really good. But enough with that, and back to the showcase. So I believe I showed all of them, if I'm not wrong. The bunny, the fae, the skeletor, the pumpkin, and the Skyrix. Oh, and of course my Toskner. But there is one thing I wanted to show you. It's my other skeletor. Its name is Ziana. I haven't actually named it. That's just the default name. So it looks a bit different. It looks neon-y, which I like. I do like a lot. It's pink though. It's a bit pink, but it's a pretty cool dragon. Oh, this one was bred. So if we look at its generation, as you can see, it's a generation 4. But this one has a mutation, and when trading in that generation 4 generation, it doesn't really matter because no one gives a damn. So far, no one could care less about the generation from what I've seen in the Discord server when it comes to trading, and that no one mentions anything about the dragon's generation. Because, let's be honest, it has nothing to do with the dragon. It's just that the dragon comes from a generation of 3 other parents. Wow. So much to add to the value. So, that's that. But it's a pretty cool looking skeleton, to say the least. And I was lucky to get this one. I really do think I was. I believe its element is fire as well. So, yeah. So, as far as Event Dragon goes, that is my Event Dragons. If you would like to see a showcase of other dragons in my inventory, do let me know which one you'd like to see, and I will make it. I'll make it happen. But with all that said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it was a fun little video, just showcasing dragons in my base. And see you in the next one. Until then, I'm gonna make a thumbnail for this one and edit it, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.